that bitch wet. We've been going hard for too long. Can't get enough of the shoe on.
Your boy Too Loud Shine, and I'm here with my first video, showing my face or whatever. But I'm about to get right to it. I don't want this video to be too long. This is something serious. I ain't been posting on my channel in a little bit, and I'm about to get back on it. I got everything I need right now. I would do a video showing my setup and stuff on the side, but I got everything I needed now, and I want to do this to start my channel up, basically. So, as you see in the title, I'm going to talk about how I became a type 1 diabetic. So, right now I'm 20. I've been a diabetic since I was 9. And I'm going to just go through real quick. So, this story going to be out, it's going to be put out in a 3-week thing, because that's how long it was. So, starting first week, I was like 8, 9. I don't remember the exact time, but it was like the week 1 I started getting a little sick. I was really having mainly stomach pains, and so I went to my doctor. The doctor you go for your yearly checkups. I went to her, and she was just like, she told my mom, you're constipated. So they gave me something to go to the bathroom. And so I took that the whole first week. Nothing was getting better. It was getting worse. I started getting a terrible headache with the stomach pains. And the stomach pains was pretty bad too. So I took that the whole first week, and nothing happened. So beginning of second week, I started getting even worse. I started losing a bunch of weight. I was really skinny. My face felt like it was sinking in. You could see bones and stuff. Were really super skinny. I didn't have no energy. I was going to the bathroom, it seemed like every 5-10 minutes, and you would use it like you ain't went in hours. I was really thirsty. It's headache so bad where you can't even move. The tiniest bit of light makes it even worse. My stomach was just hurting real bad. Mainly the bottom of my stomach. What else was happening? Really, and I just had no energy. I would just lay around everywhere. And so since the second week it didn't get better, my mom took me back to the same doctor, going on to the second week. Probably middle of the second week or something like that, a Wednesday. And she just was like, oh no, he's still constipated. Just let it work its course and all of that. So she sent us off again, nothing. And it started getting like I said, how everything was. So I went back. My mom took me back that weekend. I'm not sure. I don't think it's getting better. And then she was like, okay, she said give it a couple more days, and if it's not getting no better, she will look at another route. So this whole time, she only thought it was one thing. So the third week is when everything really started getting real bad. I don't know, it was like the second week, but times 2. So again, no energy. I would lay around the whole day, using the bathroom, drinking a lot, crazy headache, stomach ache, my body was aching. I really didn't have no energy, was weak. That was all the third week. So it was the second week, but amplified. So I remember this weekend specifically. This was the weekend of the last week before I found out. I was with my dad, and I went over to my grandmother's house on my dad's side, and this was Sunday. Yeah, this was Sunday. I started, like, I still was feeling the same 3 weeks straight. And my mom, she had left to, she, I was with my dad and them, and my mom was at church and stuff like that. So for some reason, church, she went to like a late night thing or something. So she didn't get to me till like 7:30, something like that. So she called my dad and was like, "How he feeling? Is he doing any better?" He was like, "No, he not doing no better." Or whatever. So she was like, "All right, I'm about to just take him to the emergency." So she pulls up to my grandmother's house, and I guess she texted my dad and it was like, "All right, I'm here. Like, y'all can come outside." And then he tell me, "Shine, let's go. Your mom here. She about to go to the emergency." So I goes to stand up. The second I stand up, I pass out. And this is where I really don't remember too much. I would have to have like my mom or my dad here to explain the rest, or like this part specifically. But I passed out, and from this point I was blacking in and out. So I know I passed out, and then the next time I come back, I black back in. It's like my dad has carried me to the car, and then I go out again. I don't remember, and then when I come back again, I'm in a wheelchair and they rushing me into the hospital. And after that, that was the last thing that I remember, or that was the last thing. And then I was in a diabetic coma for the next 2 to 3 days. I don't remember nothing. I know my mom and my dad was telling me that they were like there, because when I woke up they was there. So the last thing I remember is me being rushed into the hospital in a wheelchair, and then I don't remember anything else. It was super scary. I thought I was like, I don't even know, like it was really bad. But that that was that. So like I said, I was in a diabetic coma for 2 to 3 days. I don't really remember. And when I finally woke up, my mom and my dad was right there, and they was um, like they let me, like the whole, I would say like half of that day, like since I was just getting up, I had like, I don't even know, 3 IVs. I had one in this arm, one in this arm, and I had another one. It was rushing fluids in my body. I had a bunch of tubes connected to me. I had to push like two things with me when I would go to the bathroom. That was like the first half of the day that I got up. And um, what else? So they let me basically rest for like half of the day. Then they came in. It was like they was talking to all of us, me, my mom, and my dad. I was like, "Your son is a type 1 diabetic." They said, "We are super lucky that my mom decided to rush me to the hospital when she did, because if she would have waited and been like, 'We're going to take him Monday,' they said it was a super high chance that I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it to that next day, because they told us that my blood sugar was over 1,000, and they said it's rare for, they said they get type 1 diabetics that come in with their blood sugar 600. So they said for me to be over 1,000, they said it was really a blessing for me to even be up that long without passing out. Like, I passed out towards the end, but they said it was a blessing for me to even be like was doing what I was doing. So they said if I wouldn't have came in when I did come in, it would have been really bad. Like, they said I most likely wouldn't have made it. So that was a blessing, and they just said I'm like special for making it this far. My blood sugar was over 1,000. They said they were saying they never saw somebody come out of something that crazy. So so that, like, and the rest, they just taught me how to handle everything. So that right there is my story. And I know I've been on my channel for a couple of years, on and off posting and stuff like that. But I feel like I wanted to to bring this because I actually have my stuff to take YouTube serious how I want to, and I have an idea that I want to do with my diabetes. And like, I still mainly on my channel now is all gaming videos, so I still want to do that because that's what I love to do. But I have an idea with the type 1 diabetes where I'm just going to talk about things like how I just told my story. I could do another video about after I got sick and how I did that. I want to come out with videos helping people. I know there's probably not nobody on my channel right now that is a diabetic, but if you are and you're younger and you're going through like school and stuff like that, it can be hard. And I know because I'm 20 now, I went through it, I had it rough. Like, I can tell you what I got out of it, so, and I can help you get through it. And some of the stuff I might say, it doesn't have to be specifically for type 1 or type 2 diabetics. Even if you're not a diabetic and you just want to hear like stuff, like, you can use it to however you feel you need to use it. So I could say something that's not specifically about you, but you might have a friend or a cousin or something, or you can just put it in your life, whatever that is. So I want to start coming out with videos, being more personal on my channel. I'm going to start posting, and I just felt like this is what I want to do, the route that I'm doing with the diabetes and all of that stuff. So just look out for more videos like this where I'm going to be breaking stuff down, like how to cope, like how to deal with people around you that's not diabetics and you think they looking at you certain ways. I'm going to break all of that down, and I'm still going to be posting my gaming videos as well, because that has a lot to do with me, and I want to be more open with myself on this channel. So if all of y'all made it to the end, I really appreciate it. It took me about, I've been a diabetic for over 10 years now. It took me, or probably 10, 11 years. It took me 5, 6, like I'm just now being able to tell my story without crying. Like, that's how traumatizing it was. So if you made it through the end, I really appreciate it. Drop a thumbs up if you liked the video. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm about to be on my grind. Big things is about to happen. Like I said, I really appreciate everybody that watched the video. And this here been your boy 2 Live Shine, and I'm out. Peace.
I was always out here trying to get it. My niggas know that if I got it, we all gonna split it. Had to cop a couple fists to get these hoes' attention. Now I'm chasing after money like I'm on a mission. I got some body bag niggas.